Hi, today I'm telling you about the Power BI training, the live Power BI training which I conduct on the weekends, which has the feature that it starts from the very basic and take you to the advanced, right? So I cover a lot from the basics like asking a simple question from a visualization point of view, and then making it a little bit more complex, further more complex, and then try to answer it with the help of visualization, just to get you an idea from a beginner perspective why we use data visualization and tools like Power BI to answer some of the business question very fast. And then what I basically show you is some of the building blocks, like for example the layers of business intelligence, the roles, the basically where you can find the information, how to fast track your career, those type of scenarios which every beginner have in the mind, so that we can have a very deep discussions around it. And it's a live training with only 5 students I accept in one time. So it's a very focused learning group to help you take your career to a next level, whether you are a beginner or an experienced, because it is covering a lot of advanced topics. So you will going to find a lot of value in it, especially from the live working environment, because I work in these Power BI projects day in day out basis, and I'm sure that I will be able to help you understand what really happening over there. So with that understanding data is when we move on, where we look at from the basics of measure and dimension to a very advanced topics like snapshots, which happens in a real-time environment, and why it is important, why company needs it. So I basically tell you those different scenarios. So we have a lot of topics which I cover over there. And then what we have is the data visualization, where not only the basics but how we can take this visualization to a next level is something which I teach it with the help of the configurations given within the Power BI. Then DAX, right? A lot of different DAX formulas is something which I'm covering. Things like the basic blocks like why calculated column versus measure, right? What will happen when you use each of them and the output that you will going to get, those type of scenario. The optimization, what formula to use, what formula not to use when you have millions of rows in a real life working environment. So various different scenarios to start or to have you think in the direction as to how you will going to optimize it. Then what we have is case studies, multiple case studies. Then we have context, right? Various different scenarios. With the help of that you will understand the concept, the variables, like the different scenarios. It's a small topic but very key, because variables is your friend in the Power BI development, especially when you write long DAX formulas for your business requirements. Post that we have creating new tables for those advanced and tricky scenarios where you will find that, oh, what do I need to do, because this scenario is completely out of the hand. We don't have the tables, we don't have that particular situation where we can basically solve it. So I basically teach with the help of various different examples, as you can see over here, with screenshots and everything, as to how you can solve these tricky scenarios. We then move on to calendar creation with time intelligence as to various different scenarios again that we can solve with the help of the time intelligence over here. As you can see, various different formulas is something which I've covered. Then we move on to debugging. Like I said, various different options we have for debugging. I cover that, so that if you are not getting the expected output, then how do you debug that formula? Then we have the DAX based joins, the data modeling that we can do, and the scenarios with what kind of problems that you can encounter, and then how would you solve them. Then various different scenarios on the filtering, right? So each of these topics, as you can see, I am covering with a lot of depth. And then so far it is 150 slides. So this is an ever growing course. You just paid for once to attend my live training. You have the option to attend the live training again if you want to, if a particular topic you have missed it or you want to more clarification. There is a recording which will be available to you from the class, right? And it will continue to grow as and when I'm going to get more and more practical scenarios. So all of this is just within a simple price of 15,000 rupees, right? Which I am offering it. More details in the description. So let me know if you still have any questions about it. we can meet, we can discuss about it, and I'll help you clarify your doubt. And I only accept 5 students in each class, so it's a very focused learning session which you will going to have to advance your skills within Power BI. Let me know what your question is, and we will connect and solve your doubts. With that, I really look forward to having you within my class and have a great discussions on the Power BI challenges and how to solve them. With that, thank you.